broni ba ye kromo obedi yesu wie ye koye no oma yare bi yare sa yare no ene bibifo nyina de nante obi ase. Yes, post trauma colonial syndrome, because broni be try and change no o make sure say o change your psyche, our reasoning, your brain, the bia na won bia no o change ye e ma no suiti ono said ya or peno and ye follow. So uhwe 1471, that was the first time a Portuguese ship landed in Africa, Ghana, Shaman. From 1471 to 1957, Ayenya independence is 486 years. The Bronin yet try a chrome has for 486 years, and 486 years making sure that he will colonize you, he will change your reasoning, he will change your economic being, he will change your psychological being, he will change your spiritual being for 480 years. That is the amount of time white people stayed on our land. Etinu topic na ya fa say we discuss no. Enye say bia ye be kan se sia pe and Africa be start say obetima building no. It's a process. Until we have to go say they are spending 486 years no. We have to undo the 486 years.
Not easy.
And it is not easy. Say who hide na mo bia na so we be tran asase so. Now ukache ni so tran for 5 years. Not now after 5 years we are ubetu bia na unsa ya dane asem. Because so full say we are part of you. Only 10 years on Kobion, only 15 years for Belgian passport, only 20 years or naturalized or free. Now, Nippon Waba Betran for 486 years and suddenly independence and Obuni Kete Musa. That 486 years, no, and everything about us has changed. Everything about us has changed. Our views, the way we look at things. So, every black person, be or what may be a their God is different. Their God does not look like them. So uko Thailand, so uko Malaysia, so uko India, se kuro we mu nyina so no omo nyankopon no ose omo. But so uko before obi ana ye nyankopon saying.
Adenti on say den.
On saying.
Ose hwan?
Or representing white God.
Explain.
The explanation is, you see, there is a simple analogy they gave us. That humans, we're going to die and we're going to go to heaven. And we're going to die, some people will go to hell. And they create a color code for it. And that is the color colonization. And the color code, they say, heaven, angels say, oh, you're white. And a hell, bonsami are black. And you know, obvious, black people belong to that side. So black people are not proud about themselves. They have an inferiority complex because calendar na ye creative ma black folks in around the world they represent Jesus, which was the Son of God, and God is white, he is white. But so called Buddha or say microphone Buddha or say microphone Chinese for Yamen or say Chinese for, and he said if God created you in his own image, how come say who no God non sell?
Hey.
You understand what I mean? Until you say, "Nyankopon and say, "Odia, say, hanya me na friend or no, then you different." Because there's no way say Nyankopon or no a created yen as the beginners of the world. Then Nyankopon no picture no so. Na nkrofo ye create you afterwards. Omo Nyankopon that picture so na yen worship. If we are the originals, if we are the first Homo sapiens, how come that we don't control and they control? Okay. Now, decolonization process is the process for us for the nation building. And then now we're starting. Revelation now we're starting. A decolonization process. There is a big wind blowing. And that wind has been blowing and it's been calling Mother Africa for its children to wake up. But we can't wake up easily because we have been down with the time of the 400 years. That we don't know how to wake up. But somebody has to, you know.
We are crippled.
Yes, we are crippled. So be the ba. Na nipa ne the ba ne yen nyina ya den ya bemu the knowledge na ya den ababa. Say 486 years no be di wa ha say no. Enu ye second half of the equation. The first half of the equations Kemet, Egypt. Eho and ankrofo no ne ye betena he. Wo mu tena for 400 years. No mu break temples. No mu make sure say ye na nanom nyankomade o mu ye di si ho for civilization no omu wia bebre and omu di ko mu kro mu enti ni broni be invent ya ombre because okita blueprint ne deda dia no wo dwen ho asese ye den no ye no blueprint na wo ho deda oti ase enti no
ye wo nana na oyeye
of course so uko Egypt memu a na wo hwe pharaohs ni pictures ya break omu hini nyina omu hini ni e break ye no it was for the fact say omu pese omu di ahwene foforo a ese Arab fo hwene e betoa so say the be ya so uko hono ma unhu say image ni a black person but edin Pharaoh Khufu e Arab fo din enya Arab fo din Pharaoh Khufu enya Arab fo din nye broni din oti ase uvri Khufu ba West Africa you can find it in Akan Pharaoh Josa enye a friend is saying Arab fooding. Pharaoh Akhenaten enye Arab fooding. Pharaoh Akhenaten is Pharaoh Akhenten. That is it. Pharaoh Tutankhamun Tutu Ankama. O just here. Sa nim die we nim no e na code ni share. E na code ni share for Africans to open their eye to build their nation. Code ne ho na wo. Until say if you depart away from all this code unam wiase bia na you see the world as a white world, and therefore you are not part of it. But if history takes you back to where your ancestors started the journey from, ebema ubeye proud to say, "Me na nanum bia ya die bia si anti ma me so me nhwe so na me nya copycat." But as we stand no, ye catch them say, "Ye yan try ade da, broni ne ba ya ansa na o kire ade kiro." But the first university in Africa was in Timbuktu. Mali appeared on the world map in 1339. The richest man ever that lived up to now as we speak. Not Bill Gates, not them. It's Mansa Musa. But do you have a picture of Mansa Musa in your room? No, because you don't want to see him. Do you have a picture of Kwame Nkrumah? No. But if men in the Bible walk on the earth and they did great things and they were humans, Kwame Nkrumah was a human. He was able to take the power 486 years away from the white man and gave us independence. Do you see the power in that? And he created a systems for us to follow as a country to build. But we have never followed it because among for bebre feel so woman nim say no. Your name say ni bia no dey pound or dey about out. Eche Nkrumah there. Me, I live in Tema when I was young. This was the only structured township since Nkrumah time. When I say structured township, you see the road go, you see the address system, you see everything follows. Now, as we speak, 21st century, have you seen any government in Ghana who has chosen a place and said, "Be person me a model of a town, city planning"? Now, me demonstrate to youth and say, "Semu be si Diane, say ne was we won't be paying." Everything is scatterhead. City planning engineers don't know shit. They don't. They don't. Yes. And you know, nation building process, is a decolonization process for us to go back to our roots and take certain important things. I call it cultural relativism and cultural appropriation. Well, I go through evolution. Until you may be a change. Until you can say, "Okay, you come it and I say Egypt and Necron and maybe Honoma can hit me again." But you can't cultural relativism, cultural appropriation. Dear, you better media board. What economic value? Yes, you better empower. That is what we are looking for. Until all around the world, everybody is selling their culture in a different way. If you go to Bangkok, Buddha is at the airport. And if you are leaving, you decide to give your coins to Buddha. Can you put a Konfanochi over here? You can't. You can't. So, everything about us, black people,
about Okonfanochi not being at the airport.
Yeah.
Is it effort na ye? And I ni dream, and I ni kwino, and what's going on?
The echo son say, "Adie biana eye tuntum dia eye tuntum oye wonders bia otuntum asase so bia no broni aka kire say enye eyabosomsom niema ntime nkofam ba hodom." And people are not willing, they don't want to see it. When was the last time did you ever go to your village and said you want to go to the shrine and pay homage and then pour libation? When was the last time?
National baby wo.
Thank you. And yegu enye bia na eso ye mu na ye di be develop e be building nation bia na ye no ya stamp ni nyina so. And ye ni na ni nam na ye looking for things. But me bisa there was one time I was living from Dubai to Ghana. Now, Obi fi China, lady be fi China. Wakoto to Niema. Now comment on make you a plane him say your friend is saying me call China nyina kwa metimi nkwa sorry so why him say we mu dia bosom so for kwa you know so or call China ntimi nkwa sorry here because Chinese for abosom so for. So I was like, sister Mpacho, who fifa or see me fi China and I'm say that ukoto then or so me go to store we me was store am years them say and it's abosom so for near man wakoto no. Because corona ewo hodo no se nkrofo no so bosoma omo bosom na mo power no of the technology and innovation to create until then na wakwakoto. You see this whole idea of spirituality Africans have done themselves on it too much, and it is purported from the white supremacy to make us fools to hold this whole thing and be discussing and be arguing every day so that we'll be lacking behind and they will be moving forward. And to Kobe before group will be a more DBA and you discuss Bible argument. And so beyond discussing said that Konko can now ye Tamana Usano, Konko can, then I'll do any move ye. Kayebe move Sanko can about than the case here. We don't do all those critical thinking. Yeah, thinking he say, I catch there, see, be who ako heaven be. Until noon, ye pesi yako. And no, until we don't develop. Because if you go to church, the pastor can say, because I had here, how do you call it, a material world. You're going to leave here and go to the next place. Ever since the world has been created, there's only one place humans are living. There's no any other planet. If you go and see it, it's up to you. I didn't see it with you. It's up to you. There's only one place you can see humans walking, and it is Earth. Yeah. Asa.
Oui.
Yes. But be any hobby. This is the place that we have to create to be our heaven. So we have to use all our energy to build this part. Now say, oh, train say, Uba be who, now I can 19 and to baby that they build your. If that is your dream, carry it by yourself. And when you walk, dream about that. But don't make it to cover the whole country. Because that is what is dawning people not to be able to have the energy to bring things out. This is a chapter that needs to be visited.